In Ylands you can find many mystery islands that all have their own unique storylines, combat, puzzles, rare items and ingredients that are used to make special mystery baits. I will go through all of them and put these videos in its own playlist that could help you or others out when needed. And the next mystery island that we are going to visit is called Jagged Jaw. This mystery island has maximal combat and a high risk of death, so I note this one as very hard. The Jagged Jaw can be found in the tropical region and cost 50 exploration points to unlock. Now before we do anything, I just want to say you should only do this mystery island if you have the following things: a long range weapon with enough ammo, a melee weapon for close combat, bandages or health potions, a good set of armor and some diving gear. If you are new with Ylands, then you don't need the best of the best, as long as you are planning your combat patiently step by step and pull back when need to reload and heal up. I will show you along the way where to find 6 cat food, a red key, a red chest and various random loot. Now I do recommend to come in onto this island from the west, because if this is your first time you will see the amazing side of this cave entrance, and if we get closer you can clearly see that we could actually enter this with our ship. But when I played this the first time I didn't trust this at all, because this cave entrance, yes, looks like a Jagged Jaw. And there is a very good reason why you should not trust to go into this cave with your ship when it's the first time you come to this mystery island. Because one thing you can clearly see onto your compass is that there are a lot of wrecked ships. And I'm going to show you all about it, why there are some wrecked ships. Now I got all of the gear that I need for this mystery island, a little bit overpowered but still. So I recommend to go up to the highest point of this island in order to have a nice overview of, you know, what is going on into this place. And once you get up to a high point, you can clearly see there is a lot going on right down there. Now these are pirates. And it's not just pirates. As you can also see right down there, there are some defenses set up. These are basically cannons. So if you would enter with a ship, be aware that your ship will be shot with cannons. And there are a lot of them. So unless you are going to enter with a lot of friends and a lot of cannons onto your ship, don't do it. Now before we can figure out what exactly is going on, or better to say what our target is, we're going to need to be sure that our area is safe. Now one of the things that we could do, or at best to do first, is take care that all of the cannons are out of order. So in this case it's going to be handy to have a very long range weapon, and there are some barrels right over there. Let's shoot one of these. And you can immediately see an explosion will happen. Now in this case I took 2 out. Let's see if there is a lot more in the area. Now of course on this island there is also a secret entrance via a tunnel. I'm going to show you that, and or there is a different main entrance from the land. I will also show you that. Now in this case you can clearly see there is another one over there. Let's take that out. And you could just hear an explosion. That is one of the cannonballs, and cannonballs will hit a lot. And as you can see, there is an indicator where they want to shoot the cannonballs. I'm not really sure what that came from, but it sounded like it came from the back somewhere. So in this case, I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to go from this side of the island. I think right around there should be another one. There we go. And from certain angles, cannons cannot shoot on you. And there's another one over there. And sometimes it might be a little difficult to see, but right over there is another one, which I think I cannot reach that from here. So I think it is safe to walk to that little tower over there. Now of course if you want to play this smartly and get all the explosive battles, you should be taking out the guys near the cannon and try to not hit the explosives. But in my case I'm just going to go for it. Now you can see it better. There we go. Now I also do want to warn you, there is one tower in the middle of that little village over there that also has a cannon. And besides cannons, there are also a lot of soldiers walking around, as you can see right down there. Now there are a couple of goodies to be found in and around this tower. In this case, what you could be doing is just get a couple of logs and make like a pre-made staircase. In this case, I'm gonna save myself a little bit of time. I'm gonna use the prop pack to get on here. Here we have a load of toadstools. And up here we have, I guess, a nice overview. I'm gonna try and see if I can hit that one. I doubt it. I can also try, of course, with my crossbow. Okay, I've been hitting something, so that means that I'm close. I'm gonna aim it a little to the left there. Okay, keep hitting stuff, but there we go. So a little lower. I think, well, one more down there. That this should be all. So there are a little group of 3 over there. There are a couple of dudes in this area and a couple of dudes in this area. Now I'm taking them out with my fancy long-range rifle, but it should not be impossible to use a crossbow or a longbow. And the best way is to actually trying to shoot them from there. Now in this case, I'm just gonna fly back to my ship, because it is gonna be very handy to have a little nap, so your bed will be ready in case you die. So an extra set of weapons and armor would also be a nice thing. Now, since I have the prop pack, I will just show you where you can find one of the other entrances besides the big hole down here. If you just pass this big hole, then you're just going to turn around corner, and right down here there is another entrance. Now I do believe there are no creatures on this island, so you don't have to be afraid for that. Now I am not sure, to be honest, where this leads to, any other than that I know there is something in the middle of the base. And as you can see, there is a lot of fauna to be found. I don't see any bubbles, so you do want to take care that you got a good scuba diving gear, or you have a potion, which is called diving potion. And then right down here we are out of it. But as you can see, and I forgot to bring my melee weapon, very good, amateur me. There are a couple of aggressive crabs, which I could have just taken out if I had my weapon with me. And as you can see, there is a crab person down here. This is not very handy, but gladly this weapon is doing a lot of damage. Alright, after taking out all of these guys down here, you can loot the whole place, and there is a chest to be found with some goodies inside. Once you're done with that, you can start swimming on the other side. And down here there are some bubbles. I might have missed one in the other tunnel. Once you're at the end of the water tunnel, you come out in another spot. This spot is exactly underneath the place where I murdered the guys on the tower with a cannon. So be aware, if you climb up there, you're going to be in the middle of the combat zone. You can also find one of these guys, and or there is another chest right down here. In this case, it is time to put my armor back on and my prop pack, because I do want to go back to my ship real quick and take care that I got a melee weapon, because using a gun is nice, but it's not always nice. So this is where you come out, which is actually the toilet. And I'm just going to jump back here to show you how safe or unsafe the area is. And I'm going to undo my prop pack. There we go. So this is where you come out, and that was the tower with the cannon. So you do want to take that out before you jump out the toilets here. And as you can see over there, there is a gate. And this gate is located right around here, which if you enter the island from this side, you can go through the gate after you shot some dudes. There we go, that is one token out. That is the Pirate King. And he leaves a key. And for what will that key be? Well, we're just gonna walk onto it, so we're gonna get it into our inventory. And this down here is a bar. And in this bar you can find various goodies, as well as 3 cat food. And I'm just trying to locate the cat food without looking at wiki. There we go. So this is 1 package out of 2. There we go. So the gate blew up, except for the doors. That's fine. I'm going to take my sword and let's clear out the area. First, I'm gonna walk this way to the lower part, because there is also a chest over there. And I wonder what kind of goodies I can't pick. Okay, we can't pick up broken barrels and stuff, broken crates. So if you're looking for some decoration type of deal, find it definitely out here. Sand, thank you. And these bottles, just hold the button to pick them all. That is 1 out of 3. Got some more bottles over here. I've seen another chest. And some more bottles. Now what you can also do once you clear this area is sleep on one of the sleeping pads in order to get another spawn point. For some reason I'm missing 1 guy, unless I killed it or I blew it up. Got some more barrels with mushrooms. And we have another chest under this rack down here. You can open the door, but it doesn't help a lot. Alright, via this side we could enter it. Can I open this chest? Like I'm a bit stuck down here. Okay, for some reason I cannot get to that chest over there. There's like an invisible wall. And in this case we're gonna clean up these guys over here. Almost missed that one. And as you can see, it's not too difficult. Now, of course, I am wearing one of the best armor right here, and I'm having a real good sword called Mythical Saber. It does a damage of 35 to 45. And in this hut down here, you can find the other 3 cat food. Aha! What do I see over there? There is the red chest, so it is definitely on the roof. Now we need to find a red key, and if I'm not wrong, the red key should be in one of the buildings right down here. Well, there it is already. Okay, let's see how we're gonna get on top. I think we can go via this. There we go. There we have the red chest. Open it up, grab some goodies. Now, before we move on to the golden chest with the golden key, I just would like to take, of course, my demolish hammer. There we go. Man, it's so hot in this country the last couple of days. My brain is actually overcooking. But maybe with the demolish hammer, we can demolish some of these things that we would like to have. Yeah, so in this case, we can just deconstruct it with the demolish hammer. And it seems like we can literally take everything that we would like to have. Which also in this case, the very rare seagull trophy and the very rare shark trophy. So now that we have done that, let's see if we can open the golden chest. The key doesn't match the lock, because we can just open it. Where is the golden key for? Well, what is this lever? Aha, so the golden key is for the lever and not for the chest. Which in this case, we can switch it and put this guy onto the water. Now, to be real honest, I actually wish that there was an NPC at the beginning of this island that will actually tell you the story that his ship has been stolen and that you need to recover the ship. I think it would make a little bit more sense to this whole show. Now, in order to complete the story, we're actually going to need to take the ship, and then we need to follow the little spirit orbs. Now, in this case, it pretty much looked like that I didn't have a lot of trouble doing this. But if you are a new player, you just have a simple bow, you might have a little bit of armor. If you play it smart, you're not gonna die at all. I'm carrying one of the best armor, I got super duper good weapons. Alright, and once you come out of the mouth of the Jagged Jaw, you completed the little storyline, which in this case you took back a stolen ship. And or if this is your first time completing it, you will of course get the achievement Dodgeball Champion, which will give you 10 in-game coins. As well, you will get a very cool pirate hat, which in this case has some particles on it, and I do believe it will glow in the dark. I'm going to see that in a minute. As well as you receive this beautiful ship down here. Now you could go and try to get 50 exploration points as fast as possible and sail from island to island with just a small little boat, and then claim this ship afterwards. You just gotta put some chests on them, maybe some workbenches, and then you're pretty much good to go for a little while. And or I do want to mention that each mystery island has replay value, because as you can see, I just received one of the 4 special rare items. There is also this mysterious stone that glows and has smoke, and also have another part of the suit which has some glow item on it, and or you can get a bottle where smoke is coming out of. These are rare items. This will also count for all of the other mystery islands, that you can get some very rare goodies. As you can see, this is pretty cool in the dark. Now in this case, we have completed all the mystery islands on the tropical region. The most logic thing would be going from level 1 to 2, but since this game is in development, the arid region and Monsunal do not have mystery islands just yet. So we're going to skip 2. We're gonna skip 3. We're gonna go right away to difficulty level 4, the temperate region, and we will start off with Ember Island. Alright, let's clean up all of the stuff, and I got a lot of stuff. I've been cleaning up my ship, and I've been putting all of these special items in this chest right down here. So let's put this Captain Pirate hat in here. I'm not gonna carry that for right now. I'm going to need to have